Hi, everyone. Welcome to Talkback. It's August 24th, a Monday, and a hot summer. Heading into the fall, hopefully we'll get cooler. It's going to be an exciting fall with our upcoming elections. But today, we're going to talk about personal stuff, like how do you stay healthy? How do you stay well? How do you stay connected with yourself, I guess, and with others? And we have two interesting guests who are going to help us with that. We have James Hodge. Good to see you, James.
Thank you.
Okay, and Dr.
Yes.
Gizelle Tircuit.
Exactly.
I said it right.
You
Okay.
did it. Yay.
And Gizelle has been a guest before when we did our program on Juneteenth.
Yes.
We had a very nice discussion about the holiday, but she wears many hats. She can speak about history, and she can speak about psychology, and she can speak about therapy.
Dancing and all kinds of
everything.
things.
So, James, tell us all about you, first of all. Tell us about your background, where you're from, what have you studied, what are you about?
That is a whole lot. I wish I had a question to, good Lord. I guess I got to start at Tobacco Road. I'm a preacher's kid from a long line of preachers. I'm a preacher myself.
Wow.
And I think that's the basic thing. I left Durham, North Carolina after a stint at my favorite black university, North Carolina Central University. After a couple of years there, I transitioned to the United States Coast Guard, where I rose to the rank of a chief with many awards.
That doesn't follow from Durham, North Carolina.
It doesn't, yeah. It doesn't, right? But you see how you,
I'm confused.
Don't be confused.
Okay.
Don't be confused.
What we're here to talk about is Rose City Movement, and me being the director of the Rose City Movement, is which the hat that I wear now, and it comprises all of the things of being that preacher kid, all the way up to Chief Hodge, now being retired, and hey, still being a servant in the community.
Right. So that's perfect. We're going to get to the Rose City. But we
go.
are the sum of all of our experiences and all the different hats we wear over the years. So that that's understandable. So during your work career, you were Coast Guard. God, what did you do exactly?
Cook.
You're a cook?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So do you, now that you're retired, do you do a lot of cooking?
Yeah, for myself and friends.
What?
Like for myself or friends.
Okay, what's your best dish?
I don't have one.
What's your worst dish?
I don't have one.
Okay.
Like I feel like it's always the next meal. Like that is me. Like after 20 years of 3 meals a day and being on time three times a day, it's just that next meal.
So when are you planning for tonight?
That completion. Tonight? Nothing.
Oh no! Start.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm at my calorie limit for today.
Okay. All right. That sounds like you're not supposed to eat
Calorie limit.
Yeah. Okay. So what else? So we're going to get to Rose City. So I'm learning. What else defines you besides that interesting background?
What else defines me? Like, I think my leisure time defines me. In my leisure, like, I'm a poet and a dancer. So those things define me.
Wonderful.
It's how I use my voice, I guess, to communicate with my fellow man.
Do you still do any preaching?
All the time, every day.
Where?
All the time.
Right now, are we preaching?
Right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's, my pastor, Amy Smith, God rest her soul, told me, baby, we don't retire on this side.
Okay.
So doesn't matter. Every time you wake up, you're up.
You're up. There you go. Okay. Let's turn to Gizelle. All right, so tell us about you, because the two of you came together for something. We're going to get there.
I think what I'm going to say, we came together with the love of dance.
Oh. Okay.
I'm originally from New Orleans, so we do a lot with cooking. It's funny, the same back, cooking, dancing, things like that. Education, I can't leave that out because we're always about new knowledge and expanding our knowledge base. But I actually got up here. My ex-husband was in the Coast Guard, actually, and that's what got us up here. but I've always loved New England.
So did you meet before?
They never know.
You
Surprisingly, no.
Oh,
Had not met or, passed two ships in the night, so to speak. But yeah, and we got up here in 1993, came up from New Orleans, and then took root here on this side of Connecticut in Montville. Where we started, and started raising our kids. I have 5 kids, and they're all grown.
Grandkids? Yeah. Got some grandkids?
I do. I have 4 actually.
Nice.
I've always loved New England. I love New England because of I always joke around and say in New England, you've got colleges on every block. In New Orleans, you have daiquiri shops on every block. So,
But you have Tulane. Have Tulane.
Why not? Why not? So, just always been intrigued. A little girl, my first Robert Frost poem when I was 4, Whose Woods These Are. Fell in love with New England and always wanted snow. I was a little girl looking for snow in New Orleans. But when we got the chance to come up to New England, I definitely took it and wound up landing here in Connecticut.
So you enjoy the environment?
Absolutely. I've lived in Maine before too, and love Maine.
And
just
so what was your background in your work and education that brought you together with James?
So eventually, we actually met through dance. That's how we met. I was at an NCAA. I was at an NAACP meeting. And we were meeting, and there was this gentleman leaning over the banister that was in the conference room, and I was intrigued. I'm like, who is that person? And I happened to ask the president of the NAACP at the time, Sheila, and she's like, oh, that's James. He teaches Chicago Step. I was like, get out! I've been wanting to learn Chicago Step forever. Couldn't find anyone, so I'm excited.
Chicago Step? I'm so ignorant.
I'm gonna let him take that part.
I mean, you're going so well.
No, but hey.
Let me stop. So, Chicago Stepping, good Lord, is a Chicago native dance. I think I would say urban ballroom dancing. But it has its ground and swing and other steps. So it's just basically dancing. It's people getting together. I love it. I've been dancing from almost 16, 17 years now. I just find that it's one of those ways to socialize and also exercise.
Sure. Great. Okay.
So that's how I met him. I was excited and walked up to him with all my exuberance of like, oh my gosh, I hear you do it. And he was like, calm it down, lady, just a little bit. So from that point, started taking lessons because he was offering lessons for people in the community, free.
Yeah.
Free. Free. Yeah. I started and of course fell in love with it.
Do you have a studio where you were teaching, like a little studio?
No, I still do, Foundry 66.
Okay.
And I partner with Lead as well. So a lot of things go on downtown.
Are you still coaching dance at that place? Oh, okay. I should bring my husband up.
Yeah, you should. Absolutely. We invite the community up to do that.
He got stopped at the twist. That's how far back we got.
It's all allowable. I say, all dance is co-related. And it's happening on at least 2 feet. Yeah. Or at least 1.
Right. It is because I, before meeting him and actually starting that, I do Zumba with my son. One of my sons does Zumba, and I'm certified Zumba instructor as well. So that type of dancing, and once I met him and he was introducing, all dance is correlated, Gigi. And then he started telling me about it, and then it started clicking.
Is that your nickname, Gigi?
Yeah,
it
is.
It is.
Leslie Caron. Leslie Caron. Yeah, that was one of my favorite movies as a little girl. Yes, absolutely. Just, I started understanding more.
But you're still working.
Yes, I have a private practice with my daughter.
You're in Magnolia. What is your practice?
Magnolia Wellness. Yes, I have a private practice with my daughter.
What's your
Dr. Janelle Posey Green?
Goal in your practice with people?
Serve the community. That's what we do. We understand. I come from an environment, a culture in New Orleans where it is about the community. and that's why I said you feed, you cook, and again the similarities in our backgrounds, not just him coming from the South, but the cooking aspect of it, and you connect through food when you relax and you're enjoying something. So so we have Magnolia Wellness. I have with her. I also am a director of health and wellness at Mitchell College.
Yes, so you're busy.
So stay busy. It's about the community. It's always about the community.
Okay.
And giving back.
Okay, so now we're going to get to this thing called Rose City Movement.
Yes.
So how did the conversation go between the two of you to develop this? What is it, James?
So for me, Rose City Movement started off with us just wanting to do what we wanted to see in our community. So for me, it was, hey, taking a percentage of my money and saying, hey, I want to teach dance, and I want to do these yoga classes, or I want just to do these crazy little art classes. Just want to do the things that I want to see as far as health and wellness in my community. That takes the onus off of me going to somebody saying, hey, could we do this? No, I can do it myself. I can, put on whatever my mind conceives. And then, as we were sitting here talking, there's those similarities of being out in your community, being a servant. I've got 20 years of devotion to duty, honor and respect, and it's there. And it's like, once you retire, that doesn't go nowhere, that you still have that drive to serve. So as Chief Hodge retired, I just switched out into my community and gave that percentage of my money to see and have health and wellness. Like, it's always there when somebody says, hey, there's a problem. Hey, here's a solution. And that's what we do. Okay. We don't sit here and go with, oh no, it's going down, and whatever shall we do? Right. No, it's going down, and this is what we can do to be better.
So when did that coalesce? When did that come to
2002?
2022, yeah. I think so from the first time when we started, because through dance, you're talking and you're talking about your backgrounds and similarities.
So this Rose, when did you decide on the name? How did that come about?
I think that was something he had thought of prior to my meeting him, because this is the Rose City. This is the Rose of Connecticut.
Sure, they don't use it enough. I mean, it's got the Rose Garden, really.
Yes, that is beautiful.
It should be nice. It should be nicer, shouldn't it?
Yeah. It was the last time I saw it.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Okay, it was nice.
I'm going to go with any places where you can go and smell a flower.
Yeah. So movement,
not all bad.
Movement implies going someplace. So most organizations will have a mission statement. So I'm going to ask you in a sentence or two, what's the mission statement of Rose City Movement?
Elevation through education.
Elevation through education?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Lifting up. It's about lifting up the spirit.
So tell me some of how did you get it started? Where did you do it? And how did you get the community involved to begin with?
So as a massage therapist in downtown, I just started doing
walks. Do you
do
Reiki? I need Reiki terribly.
We can talk after this.
What?
We can talk.
Okay, that's what I have to.
But once again, it came down to, hey, I want to do a walk group. So once again, I just put it out, come and walk. And now there's a group of people that walk. Mm-hmm. Or there's a wonderful, organization called LEAD that's downtown at 48 Franklin Street, and they allow me to come down there and do a yoga class. And it's like, hey, if I take some of my time, will you guys give me the space to do it? And they allow me to do that. And it's just taking of yourself and giving to your community. And we look for those opportunities, whether it's serving on a board or just being able to help that person right then and there.
Mm-hmm. So how is it manifested in the community, this Rose City Movement? Is there a board of directors? Do you have membership, or people that join? How does it work?
We're currently in process
open-ended,
of getting,
come on in anytime you want type of thing?
Yeah, we have our, we're formally going to open up as a nonprofit, and we're getting the board and everything together. But meanwhile, I feel like social media is always one of those things that you can go and, hey, this is what's going on in the community. This is what, we're doing. like we're easy to find if you want to find us.
Okay.
And we're out there. We individually as well as collectively have a lot of friends and connections, and I mean that in the sense of out here doing things in the community, because aside from having a PhD in counseling psychology, I was a special educator for over 20 years.
Right.
So I have a master's degree in that, in psychology. I've got the it's having that varied experience and bringing that in the interest, because that's what it comes down to, of where you can support your community. I work at Mitchell because of the neurodivergent population that I recognize was very important to support in their advancement of education, and saying, hey, it doesn't stop in high school. I can continue when I have the appropriate support, and I can get an advanced degree at Mitchell College or some of the other colleges. Right. Not a lot, but that was one of the main reasons I went to Mitchell College, for that. For that support of the neurodivergent
So is there
population.
a therapy component to the Rose City? Do you do therapy sessions or meditation sessions? Or you said yoga you do?
I feel like if I do meditation, like therapy, like I'm not going to say like there's something that concrete as therapy. I think just getting up and moving is therapy. Like us sitting here and having this dialogue is therapy.
Well, the dancing, because we talked about social prescription as a function of mental health and physical health, because we understand and we teach and tell folks you can't separate the physical from the mental. They go together. Right. Physical affects the mental affects the physical. So through dancing, through all of that social prescription of getting out and connecting with folks, whether you're dancing or whether you're doing art or whether you are doing yoga, you are walking. I can't leave out the walking either. Yeah. It's and it's, we have people come just join us.
Do you have a scheduled walk every day type of thing?
So
or?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, we meet right there at, Franklin Street, 66 Franklin Street, Foundry 66. And it's cardio and core. Yeah. You can start with a cup of coffee and we walk around downtown.
And walk around beautiful downtown Norwich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That again, and we've talked about, we go out, we talk about the architecture. The Tiffany family owned a lot of property. There's Tiffany glass all through Norwich in the different
and
different
that
buildings.
Abraham Lincoln slept at the Warregan Hotel.
Slept at the Warregan Hotel.
Absolutely.
That's correct. There's a lot of history in this area.
And
in
I
the
worked
Norwich
in the
area.
beautiful bank buildings on Courthouse Square.
Okay.
Beautiful buildings.
And
Very
then all
beautiful.
the murals, like the artists and everything. I start my morning out by, one of the murals.
Yeah.
Me and that bee.
I did a show on the murals with Sheila Hayes, I think.
Yes.
She did a nice show on the murals.
Yeah. So
because I felt like she started that whole ball when you go back and look at, and it was just her having that initial push of wanting to see art in her community, and what a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because this used to be an art mecca in the early 1900s, the turn of the century.
Really?
You had a lot of artists, poets, and painters that came to Norwich. There was a whole circuit. They would come here. They would go up to Camden, Maine. So you had these connections. Norwich was an art mecca at the turn of the century. So it has that history as well. Eugene O'Neill, all of those writers, all those folks that came through here. It's a beautiful history when people know it.
Yeah. How many people are aware of that aspect of it? I don't know. Well, we have Slater Museum, which is a wonderful museum that many people are not aware of.
And remember, hello starts here.
What?
Hello starts here.
Yeah, hello. So give me some ideas of some.
I love that about Norwich. I'm sorry.
Hello starts here. That's right.
Okay.
Hello starts here.
Hello. All right. I don't know why it just brought to mind that this week, isn't this the anniversary of Martin Luther King's March on Washington?
I want to say that was
It's coming in August. Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, because we're at the end of August now.
It's coming up soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say I thought it was a couple days ago,
with
though.
you guys at all?
No, I know I posted a lot of things. Yesterday was International Day of Recognizing Slavery.
It was?
Yeah, it was the International Day of recognizing slavery and the abolishment of slavery.
Okay.
So we have, we put out and we tell people what's coming up, what's happening. Just give those pieces and bookmarks for people to know what's going on, to recognize it, because a lot of folks don't.
But but the Rose City movement is not political. You're not.
No, we're not political.
You don't do any of that.
No,
okay.
Not political.
It's.
We're about being in the community and supporting health and wellness.
Health and wellness.
Yes.
And so, what for people in Norwich? And some, I'm sure, are struggling with our economy now.
Yeah.
What's the message for being health and wellness when you got to put food on the table and people are struggling? How do you juxtapose and juggle those things?
Resources primarily, and I know because this gentleman worked with the food resources in Connecticut. He knows that there are those sites.
Yeah, like I feel like all the sources, especially between New London and Norwich, like you can go to the food bank. They're busy. Right. Like you can get a box of food. Nobody's going hungry.
Right.
Now it's, hey, once I get this box, how do I prepare food? And I think, when I say education, it's more so how do I stop door dashing everything? How do I save $1?
Yeah.
It's going back to the kitchen and actually boiling a potato and knowing how to prepare that potato 3 different ways.
Yeah, so you think people are too
and
dependent on the DoorDash, on the McDonald's, on the not. It's much cheaper to prepare your own food, right?
The statistic says it. Like when we got this younger generation coming up with cancers and everything, I can't help but look at the processed food. That wasn't in my diet when I was coming up.
Right. True. All right, so tell me some of the, so you've got the walking Tuesdays and Thursdays. You got, so what are the other activities that you
we sit on various boards so that we can affect some change. I have, I'm on the Donna Place board, as well as the NAACP, and LEAD, and all of those are community organizations to help support our families. It's about families and being that resource person to say, hey, you can check here, you can go there. So it falls in line also with the therapy that I do, because I see clients privately, of course, but at the same time, I'm still able to say, hey, have you checked this resource, and guide them to certain resources. We've gone to organizations and we've spoken about anxiety and depression and social prescription of getting out and being active. But to your question, it's knowing your resources and where to find those resources. This man always promotes the Otis Library. People forget that the library is a host of information.
It's a wonderful place.
It is an amazing, our Otis Library is amazing. They have amazing people there. And so you start with a place that you know.
So were you there when my...
Shout out to Kathy. Kathy Cat.
Yeah. Were you there when my friend Carol Ann had an evening devoted to her work at the library, and the author of the Wicked series, the Wicked book, was there?
Yeah, I wasn't able to attend.
And Carol, as a therapist for many years, had therapy sessions set up at. Were you aware of that at the Otis?
At one time, yes. At one time,
she did wonderful work, and yes, it is a wonderful resource in the community.
It's an excellent.
So what do you do there?
Well, no, I love that. It's just one of those places that I've done art displays, and I've invited the community to come and help put those art displays together, and then display it on like a Black History Month or for a Juneteenth. Yeah. And then right across the street, I sit on the board of Reliance Health, and I just love that those resources are available right downtown.
Right.
And it's like, no, downtown is about health and wellness, and when you look at who's coming in, people are coming in to get help, and I love that community of love exists downtown.
And I think it's about modeling. We always talk about modeling, at least between the two of us, that modeling is still the best form of teaching. So you have to practice what you preach. I can't counsel people or work with students if I'm saying, hey, you get out there and, get to know people and get active and exercise and do this, if I'm not doing it. So they see us. They see a lot. My students at Mitchell College, they see when we're doing something, because we go there and we support the college there with the students, as well as other organizations.
So what are you doing
region.
at the college with the students? How do you support them?
I'm director of health and wellness.
Yeah.
So I'm a resource if they need therapy, or if they're looking for therapy or trying to find certain aspects of
Is
therapy.
that all part of Rose City? I'm trying to figure out.
No, that part's not Rose City.
Okay.
That's me. What I do as one of my profession. But this is the thing, and I'm glad you said that, because I've had to tell people this too. Who you see right now in front of you is who I am at Mitchell College, at Rose City, at Magnolia Wellness. I'm not separate. I don't walk out of a skin and put another one on. I am who I am. And so what you see is pretty much what you're going to get. I'm going to talk about what we believe is healthy and what's supportive, and you're going to hear that no matter where I am.
Okay. So, James, what is some of the ills of our culture today that require us to get down and do the kind of things that you do, dance and positive movement?
Just having a display of being happy, right? Like, I can sit here and you can tell how I feel by how I hold myself.
Right.
If I'm sitting up, if I'm animated, it's a difference between me just being slumped over and me actually getting up and moving. And I think it starts there. But then there's singing and dancing, and there's these ways that we express ourselves, or just telling a joke and laughing with friends and being in energy. Like, we're these whole beings of energy, and we have this, 4-foot diameter. And either you can come into a situation and lift it up, or you might be that thing that's tapping it down. And now you got to ask yourself, who do you want to be in that situation? Or do you want to just be that nucleus that brings everybody together and, hey, it's calm, it's cool. Man, it's H2O, it's water.
Well, you got a lot of people to teach, because so many of us today are kind of stuck in the doldrums about what's going on in the country, what's going on in our culture.
Isolation. I know, because James has mentioned this to people too with COVID.
Out of that. Yeah. I mean, COVID didn't help that.
Right.
But still today, there's a lot of unhappy people. They're not happy in their jobs. Work satisfaction is very low. Young kids are not getting jobs, going out of school, especially a lot of kids in the Black community. The unemployment is high. So all the prescriptions that you guys have with your Rose City movement, it's wonderful, but
so it's
got a big
getting out
job
and
to
talking.
lift up the community.
It's not a big job. It's just a job.
Okay.
I mean, and you got to look at, for me, I love my boss who's sending me out to do the job. He's not ever going to send me out there without the tools not to do the job. So I understand that if he's sending me out here to do a job, job's going to get done. Got a good boss up there. Lovely boss. So it's always just meeting people, being yourself, and allowing people to be them. That's it. Hey, it's okay to be where you are, but ask yourself why you are where you are. Because I guarantee you, most times when we're feeling some type of way, it's because we want to see something different. And if you want to see something different, are you taking the steps to walk in that direction? That's the question I would ask. Are you taking the steps to walk in what you want to see in your life? And you're not. You're worth the time that you take to see what you want to see in your life. It's not a waste to live that dream that's right there in all of us. We all want something. There's always that golden image that we want to see in life.
But people get in their own way.
We do. We do.
Right.
But hey, the only thing I'm here is to encourage, cheer you on. Heck, if I can get you there and push you on, man, that's one less person that's off the line, and I can get the next person in here. I understand, man. Yeah, I'm just a ramrod of a show. And the trail boss said we got to get this herd on across.
I like all your analogies. So do you have some success stories? You don't have to disclose any names or identities with people that you've helped that were in the doldrums that the two of you and your Rose City movement brought up.
I could say, like, what I started, my story starts at the soup kitchen, working under Jill Corbin, and starting there, seeing how, going with modeling, seeing how she handled things, even when I was just a pirate more pirate than a preacher. Now I'm more preacher than a pirate. But we talking about how we got there. I'm sorry. So it's looking back and seeing those people in a better situation. And I worked that job in 2014 and 16, and that's 10 years. You gotta wait. I was telling my daughter today, man, change happens quick, very slowly.
Right. Right.
You just gotta know that what you invest in is worth investing in. And the community of Norwich is always worth investing in. And every time I put my money into it, doggone if it doesn't pay out.
Okay.
And I think to his point, as an educator, I see my kindergartners I used to have that'll come up and go, oh, Mrs. Poe, and I'm looking at them going, oh my God, because you don't recognize, but they're like, oh my God, you were so nice and you did this and you helped. Because I think as an educator, you don't always see your end product. But I think what's important with whatever we do, who we are, is being who you are, being yourself, as he said. If you are invested in the community, if you believe in that, that is what will come from you. That's what will emanate. And even though you may not see that product, that finished product all the time, what you can hope and bank on is what you've spread, what you've extended of yourself is passed on, and then that person will also pay that forward with that, thinking, oh, someone cared about me at one point. Someone gave me a word of encouragement. I can do it. I can do it. And that resonates and sticks with them. So you're not going to always see the finished product, but you have to believe in who you are and be who you are for it to have any meaning and to pass forward.
Okay. So we talked about dance and art.
Yeah.
And what else? What are some of the other acts? And walking. What are some of the activities that you've done? What's on tap for this week, next week?
I feel like right now we're in that planning mode because I think we do actually run a schedule from fall going into the late spring.
Oh, okay.
And then we have sense enough to know we better take the summertime off just like everybody else is taking the summertime off.
Right.
With a little bit of sprinklings of fun in there. So I feel like we're going to continue to do our regular schedule of those Tuesdays and Thursdays and then Friday yoga at 10 o'clock. Like we'll have that scheduling. But then there's a lot coming up, like the Health and Wellness Fair. With,
at Dodd. That's up at Dodd, right?
Yeah,
coming up?
At Dodd in October. So supporting that.
Oh, you go to that. I think I've been to that at Dodd Stadium area.
Yes,
okay.
yes. So we cover, whether it's with Rose City or one of our other boards that we're on.
Yeah.
But you know what we forgot to also talk about? We're doing all the time Amistad. With the Amistad that we do. We go out. We're educators with the Amistad because that, of course, means a lot to us.
Sure.
It's about our history.
Sure.
And what happened right here in New London, Connecticut. That huge incident that occurred, that the trial in New Haven, but it still happened here. And a lot of people don't realize that.
There's a couple of really good movies and TV programs about that.
Yes. Yeah, so we do that. So we have activities coming up with that. We're setting up symposiums. There's going to be a symposium in New Orleans coming up. And then we're looking to plan and bring one here to talk about the Amistad as well and invite the folks from New Orleans.
So will Rose City Movement be involved in that?
Yes, absolutely, because we're educators with that as well. So again, like I said, we're when you see us, what we do.
Great.
And I think formally, once we become a nonprofit and get all our ponies going in one direction, it'll just be, we know it's going to be easier. Like over this past year where it's been, hey, are you guys a nonprofit? Come on. It's like somebody, they're just ready to give you whatever you need. And it's like, no, we're not. We're just this philanthropic,
philanthropic.
group.
We're
just out here
supporting everyone. Yeah.
Here you go. And it's like, no, let's go and let's do more. Let's bring more to the community.
Yeah.
And it's an exciting moment of not being able to answer your questions because there's so much more we'll be able to do.
Yeah.
Because we're in that foundational period of, getting our team together and saying, hey, this is what
Good
we're
luck.
doing, and this
So
is our
tell
next
me
direction.
about where do you dance? Is there a dance hall in Norwich that you use?
So, starting next month, Fridays, we dance tango, 48 Franklin Street.
Yeah.
8 o'clock on Fridays. So that goes through a couple of sessions, but I feel like she'll go all the way to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And that's been fun. That's what we do during the
all
winter.
tango?
No, it's not all. It's all tango at that time, but then I feel like I have a bunch of Saturdays of sock hops that I want to get on the schedule.
Right?
Where it's just having fun, sliding around in your socks and doing some footwork.
Yeah.
She's a good dancer, huh?
Oh God, yeah.
I just love having
Are you a good
fun.
dancer?
Yes, she is. She is. You should see her. She's, you know.
Do you want? I don't know. This is kind of silly. Can you? We don't have any music, but can you do the Chicago step?
On the spot.
No?
That is great. I love it. I mean, I could.
Let's just see the Chicago step. I want to see what.
I mean, come on,
You'd have to
Gigi.
throw
Like,
some
I'm all
music
right.
on.
You don't really. It's not like we're going to just
right.
right here.
Chicago.
Oh, I'm
This is
connected. Sorry.
now.
I'm all connected.
What?
I'm connected. I'm connected.
She's
I'm
connected.
Oh.
Come on.
I'm
Oh no,
connected.
sit down.
Oh, you're
I'm
both connected. No
We're both
fair.
Connected. We're connected. We're connected.
Oh, well, do
I
it.
mean,
Oh,
it's
okay.
all right. I knew.
You can unconnect.
I
for a
was
second.
ready to go.
Well, you know what? We're going to
Hold on.
unconnect.
No, I got
All
it.
right.
Look, I'm unconnected for a
You can
second.
unconnect.
There we go. I'm unconnected.
You're unconnected.
I was ready to-
Unconnect
Come on.
yourself.
I'm
Unconnect
unconnected.
you.
Just move that.
No, I'm.
I said we were going to. All right.
No,
go on.
I'm.
We'll show her.
Like I'm good.
No, you can.
You can still.
Oh, you're good. All
yeah,
right.
Like
That's
I can
fair.
be mobile.
All right.
You can hear us breathe heavy and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Chicago step. Whatever.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
There's an introduction. You roll out, right? And it's just a simple steps of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Okay. You know, it's
And really, if anybody's interested in like swing,
well.
that's all
It's
it is.
not that different from the Lindy, is it?
No, it's not. That's what
No,
I'm
it's not.
saying.
It's a
Yeah.
combination of that.
It's
Yeah.
It's a
literally.
combination of all of
Thank you.
that.
It's all that stuff, and it's
All right.
just. I feel like
Put
it's
your
just a tempo and a slow.
Okay. Hope we could. All right. That was great. I
Thank you.
didn't realize. Hope you get connected. Oh,
It's a lot of fun.
all
I
right,
got to just
studio. Let's
clip it
show a
back.
few of the slides that we have for these guys.
Here we go.
That was great.
She's used to
Thank
being
you.
on the camera.
But it looked like the Lindy to me. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. There's your. Who created that design
So
for
that
Rose
was
City?
my first Rose City movement sign.
You did that?
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
nice. So you're an artist too?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Next slide. I don't know, what does that say?
Oh,
that's
that's
all
Oh.
about you.
telling who we
we
are,
already
yes.
talked about
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
Giselle's information,
Yeah.
which
Right.
we talked about already. And next slide, there you are. It's a nice
me.
photo.
Yeah.
Very nice photo. Next
Very
slide.
Magini.
And you're a strong advocate for emotional disabled students, neurodiverse. You already talked about
Yeah.
that. Smart recovery therapist.
Yeah.
Goal directed.
See, you know, I was going to mention
Yeah.
something to you, Sheila.
What?
One of my psychologists that I absolutely love is Alfred Adler. He was a student of Freud. And he was the first one to really start groups, smaller groups. He did that with kids. But he also talked about the importance of the community and the individual, and that there's a reciprocity. And that what you do as an individual, what the community does, is a reflection of each other. So there's that reciprocity. If things are moving well and you're participating, you're a part of your community, it then enables you to feel excited and to feel that I make a difference in this world.
Yeah.
So there's that. And I meant to tell you that that's part also of what we do. We understand the symbiosis of the
Yeah.
individual and the community and what needs to
You know
happen.
what we miss here? I just came back from Europe, in Italy and other countries. They have piazzas. They're huge squares
Yeah.
without traffic,
Yeah.
with cafes
Yes.
and benches, and people go out every night and they visit and
Yeah.
they're together. We don't have enough of those community spaces in America.
We don't,
do
not
we?
in a
Do
lot
we
of
have something
places.
like that in
I
Norwich?
gotta say, what I love about Foundry 66 is that they do put out the parklets.
Okay.
So you are able to come down there and sit out and have a coffee and congregate a little bit. And I feel like those are set up kind of going along, once again, Franklin Street. Let me go ahead and big shout out to Franklin Street. It's there. But the other thing is, I feel like you also have to have those friends to get together. You have to slow down to like have that moment. And I feel like that's the other part.
But you see, in these other cities, it's almost a cultural thing to get out of the house and take a walk.
Yeah, it's
and
a cultural thing to get out and do that.
We need more of that in America. And of course, I remember, because I grew up without air conditioning in the beginning of my life, and having air conditioning made a huge difference, especially growing up in New York City. Where everyone was on the street, meeting, playing. You knew everybody's family. As soon as those air conditioners came, everybody's inside. And that's a big thing that happens now also. But I was just noticing in Europe, there's an immediacy out of solidarity and a community to just walk in the streets every day into that space. We need those spaces. Okay, let's go on. What's the next slide? Oh, that's another picture.
There's another one. Oh, my God.
Very nice. You were young.
Your daughter would be so proud.
Thank you.
Young. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay,
Your
next.
daughter would be so proud.
Oh, and that's you. Very imperious. Very imperious looking there.
Imperious. Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yes. I love it. Yes.
All right, next.
Absolutely.
That's funny.
Right, so you are a certified personal trainer, nutritional coach. You strive to teach regardless of your economic situation. Fitness of mind, body, and soul starts with you. Tell us what this is, pawing tiger ludus. Explain that.
Oh, the pawing tiger ludus is the Hodgewell layered approach to facilitate change on a very personal level. It's literally having the questions come from the person. Hey, what do you want to do? What are you trying to do? Because the only thing I'm here to do is assist you in staying on that goal, on that task. And once upon a time, I thought it was just education, but now I've found that it's education and support. You got to be a cheerleader. Sometimes this does a whole lot to get somebody to that next level. And it's just having those words, those actions, those feelings, the intent going in all one direction.
Okay, great. All right, next slide. What do we have? That's you in prayer, or?
And then you see the lead back there?
Yeah, so that's me at the yoga class.
Okay, next. Now this is a yoga class, I guess. Yeah. Great. Where is that location?
That's Lead 48 Franklin Street.
And that's the same place where they do the tango on those Fridays starting next month.
Okay,
yes, at
great.
8 p.m.
All right, next. And there, who are you with there?
Oh my God. This is a great shot because literally this guy was, he's doing the reenactment of the Rhode Island Regiment.
Yeah.
And this was this black regiment's first time being in Rhode Island.
Was it the regiment from the Civil War?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And they have been reenacting the war down where they live. I think they came up, I forget where they came from, but I just knew like they had been doing this and this was their literally first time in Rhode Island.
Okay. Next slide. What do we have? Okay, now what is House of Heart? That's you for culture.
That's me.
You created that?
Yes.
Is that your artwork?
Yes, that is. That is just my artwork. And
the number 6 bar.
That's snuck in. The number 6 bar. You'd have to look at the Blazing Saddles and then you get the reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next slide. And this is...
Yeah. So one of our first projects, or my first project, was getting back to doing the Juneteenth celebration. Doing that and working up towards that thing, I was doing these art projects, having people come in and doing paint nights.
Nice.
So yeah.
Now is that all? If you combine them together, it's one painting. Is that?
Everybody just did their own thing. Yeah. Okay. But it was like the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Next. And that's it. Okay, we got it. All right, I think we're getting to that time where we've got to summarize. So I always ask, what is it that you wanted to say that you didn't, and how can we summarize today? Do you want to go first, James?
It would be, very imperious of me to go first, seeing that I was taught that it's ladies first. Shout out to Miss Mary.
But you're in the middle.
I'm giving her the last word.
You're in the middle.
It's all right. Look, it's all right,
I'm
Sheila.
giving
look,
Gizelle the
thank
last
you.
word.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I had to have, look, once again, shout out to Miss Mary. You know why I did that. Love my mommy. She just wants to know that I did teach that boy manners.
Right.
And I think that would be my last shot of, man, just remember that every woman deserves respect. And somebody, mother, aunt, sister. So just be respectful. That's all I'll ask.
Okay, great. And finally, Gizelle, last word.
For me, I think we're all in this together. We all come from the same great-great-great-great-grandmother Lucy on the African continent, no matter how you slice it. So we have that similarity, and we do have more similarities than we do have differences. So I think it's being able just to sit and listen and hone the skill of listening to someone and not being judgmental about it, but just respecting their life experience and saying, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, and you know what? I'm listening.
Okay, great. All right,
Dr. T.
listen to yourself and listen to Gizelle and James. Rose City Movement.
Yes.
Keep moving, keep going.
Yes.
Okay, see you all next time on Talk Back. Bye. Bye.